It is 7:30, which is exactly when I said the stream would start. It's not a fish, you're not a fish. What up, frog? It is 7:30, which is... Okay, I'm here. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem. We have a problem. Let's go over here and take a look. Take a look at this. Now, on the left-hand screen, if you get here, you will see that we are not doing the best on monetization on this channel. A lot of our live streams get demonetized. It says they're not suitable for advertisers. Now, I don't know who's doing it. I don't know why you're doing it. But fuck you and stop demonetizing my content. I don't mean YouTube. I mean one of you. One of the 6 people watching the stream right now. I don't know why you've been demonetizing my content, but you can go to hell. All right, so we've solved that. It's either that or I have been too nice recently, and I have not been believing in myself enough. So tonight, I'm going to believe in myself as I should have. I'm going to win this tournament. I'm going to slap every fool that dares cross me. It'll be the easiest W of my entire life. I've already started out with talking mad shit. Saying I see no good players and then posting a very funny haha meme of I see no god up here other than me because I am a funny memester. And yeah, I think that will solidify my victory. So I don't know if this has started yet. I'm not going to do predictions in case it hasn't started because I could check in closed. It looks like it has started. So I have to fight Goji. Okay. All right. And then Cool Umbrella or Saber, so that's going to be a tough round too. Okay. All right. There's 16 people playing tonight. That gives me a tournament favorite and a dark horse. Tournament favorite is me, but just in case I lose, dark horse is also going to be fucking me. I'm going to win. All right. Sounds good. What up, Lamb Sauce King with the $10? You always show up and you always throw in $10. Do I need to be concerned? Are you financially okay? Why have you done this to yourself? Goji! Alright. I have addressed the Goji. I have said, what up, punk? Hubby out in the first round confirmed? Never. What up, Malverde? It's been a while. How you doing? You boy, each time you pick a faction, you tell us what ROR you take for that matchup, even if you don't take it. No. Because if I did that, then you guys would know what I'm taking. And then I never would win a game ever. Because if you know a single regiment for noun that I have, it's fucked. It's just over. All right, we're getting Gojira in here. So this tournament, I shouldn't have glossed over it too much. So really quick, come back with me to left-hand screen. It is Cool Umbrella's Friday Night Fights. This is the NA edition. Tactical Lich, another wonderful land battle host, hosted the other one in the EU friendly time. It is best of one all the way to the finals, and the finals is a best of 3. Umbrella, if you're watching the stream right now, Challenge did the thing that you and I both hate where it shifted the wrong direction. So your finals best of 3 got lost, and it thinks the finals is semifinals to do that. But it is best of 1 all the way up until the finals. The finals is best of 3. It's a short form tournament. It is not for fun, I guess you would say, because like people are going to be trying to win, they want to win. But it is shorter, so it's like it's casual. It is both casual and try hard at the same time. So we best of 1 up until the finals. All right, Goji's here. Goji's in. We love Goji. You'll fix the maps. Thanks. Thanks, Cool Umbrella. You're doing great. Pick 3, ban 3 for the top player. I pick Skaven. Wait, hold on. What's the map? Actually, the map is important. Ash Plains. Okay, so it's a flat, medium-sized map. Great. I pick Skaven, Empire, and Corn. Ban nothing. I fear no man. I picked Skaven, Empire, and Corn. I banned literally nothing. Do you have any of those newer players from the new player tourney in today's tourney? Yeah, a couple. Rainy Frog's here. Ian Zero's back. I haven't seen that guy in forever. Glad to have you back. All right, Gojira picks Greenskins. Cool. Sorry, I'm hitting up Ian Zero because I love that guy. All right, he's back. Anyway, Gojira went Greenskins. I went Skaven. So we have Skaven versus Greenskin. Time for the full fucking sweat. A hush descends on the crowd. They all wonder, what's his next move gonna be? Where's he going with this? What will Human Boy do? They just don't know. Neither does he, to be fair. And Toyvich, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. All right, okay. Things are going well. Things are going good here. That spell is shit. What about this one? Yes. Much better. Oh, so much better. Yes. New Warfire meta? What is this Vigi game? Dude, it's fly spray in my mouth. Am I allowed to, like, say who you really are because I know that information, or not really? What up, Epic Base Solo? Okay, sorry. I got busy typing to people about things. Let's go with these. We could get some more fire throwers because Malverde asked oh so nicely. Is Nemes Way here? Way, are you here? Ash Plains is a small-ish map. Skaven? Never would have thought. I know, dude. We're busting out all the stops today. I'm going to have fun. Yes. Actually, wait, what if he takes a rogue idol? I'll deal with it when I deal with it. Are these worth it? No. Fuck those. Cut them all. This build is shit. This build is garbage. We're redoing it. This is so fucking stupid. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Clan Morse is coming for that ass, Gojira. Does it apply minus leadership? Yes, it does. Oh, let's go, dude. I'm gonna lose so fast. I know Goji usually memes, so I wanted to meet him meme for meme, but it might cost me. It might cost me the whole tournament. The best player in this whole fucking tournament might get knocked out round one because of Gojira's shenanigans. We brought the head taker. This is a no fuck around tournament, you guys. We're playing serious, and because we're playing serious, I needed an expert in defeating the Greenskin menace. And for all of his time fighting Skarsnik in the depths of Carrick 8 Peaks, we brought the man, the myth, the goddamn legend, Queek Headtaker. And of course, with Queek Headtaker, you have to bring his personally trained Storm Vermin. You have to. Otherwise, why are you bringing Queek? Why are you bringing Queek without getting his army-wide passive plus 85 melee attack and 95 armor for Storm Vermin? Like, if you're not going to take the free armor and melee attack, why are you bothering to take Queek? I don't know. Some people are really stupid. Like, okay, I usually try to be a lot nicer to people. I try, but no. If you're taking Queek and you're not taking Sword and Board Storm Vermin, you're just stupid. You're just factually unintelligent, and someone had to tell you, all right? Mommy can't coddle you forever, you guys. Someone had to tell you. So, we have Storm Vermin, Plague Monk, Warp Fire Throwers, Queek, and a Warlock Engineer Rush. Also have some Doggos and Rat Ogres to deal with enemy cavalry of the light variety. And then we do have 2 Night Runner, Gutter Runner combos for a little bit of flank and or Azhag pressure. I literally don't see how the Greenskins could win this, because I just, like... I'm tired of losing! I'm tired of losing, so you know what? I'm not gonna apologize. I was gonna say sorry for tryharding, but fuck you! I deserve to win once in a while. This is for me. This isn't for you. This isn't for you. This stream is for me. It is my ego inflation machine where I get a bunch of people together, watch me play the most meta tryhard shit, and get easy dubs. If you don't like it, you can leave. All right, he's ready. Peak will carry this. Easy claps all around. Hell yeah. Why are the Skaven slaves in the back? Because after the Warp Fire Throwers fire, if the enemy's going to run up to them, they will come back here, and the Skaven slaves will charge into whatever's left. So they're just... I put a Skaven slave behind each Warp Fire Thrower. Alright, let's do it. We have Grom de Ponch. We do have squigs. Squigs are a minor concern. Nope. Yeah. Grom, Orc Shaman, some Stone Trolls, 4 squigs, 4 goblins, 4 Orc Boar Boy Biggins. All of the Boar Boys be Biggins. Okay. So my skirmishers aren't going to be able to outrun the Boar Boys, so I don't want to go too far from the main area. Oh my god. Those are spinning loons! Get them out of there! Toast them! Toast them! Fuck them up! Okay, that Skaven slave is gonna go bother a boar boy. But there are some spinning loons out here. Oh, my storm vermin are giga dead. It's not even funny how dead my storm vermin are right now. Okay, so let's all stand our ground. I'm gonna debuff this orc shaman, and then Queek's gonna go beat his ass. You guys fall back. You Skaven slaves, run up. Alright, so that's... I wouldn't say that's going poorly. I would say it's not going particularly well. Alright, our skirmishers over here are trying to get out of that blob fight because they don't want to be a part of it. My Warlock Engineer is trying to get into it because he does want to be a part of it. And Queek is allowing that guy to escape, which is just, you know, that's cool. It's also fine. It's also what we love happening here. Come here! Come here, you! Okay, never mind. He's leaving, and there's nothing I can do about it. Quick, come back. These fucking cowards. See, that's the hardest part about playing Queek, is everybody else besides me is a little bitch, and just runs away. Just, oh, we don't want to fight Queek anymore. Oh, let's just run away from Queek some more. Cowards. Where are these? Are these storm vermin? Yeah, let's go. Dogs and rat ogres, come with me. Queek is still trying to get to that guy, as Grom the Paunch very helpfully throws this dude over to me. I'm gonna chuck a Warp Lightning on top of all those gobos, as we have some Warp Fire Throwers returning. Okay. Goblins are getting through my Warp Fire Throwers. We don't love that a whole lot. Storm vermin are doing their very best. I have dogs back? Where? Why? How? Up here. Ooh. Ooh, there's things. I love things. I love things and stuff. Come here! You fucks will stop running from me! Ah! Ah! They stopped running from me! No! That's going about as well as anybody with a brain would have predicted. Queek! Queek, no! Hang in there, Queek! Warlock Engineer's here. I'm gonna lower their melee attack with, stuff. Okay, how's this going? Gutter runners and stuff are doing great. We need to pull you guys over here. Queek needs to win! Queek! Please, Queek! Ah! Okay, rat ogres, you are actually needed over here. Rather than helping with the stone trolls, as much as I would like to help with the stone trolls, we actually do have important things to go do. It is with great sadness that I regret to inform you that, actually, Queek might not be particularly good. I don't want to cause a ruckus. I don't want to start some fake news, but yeah, it's looking like he's actually not that great. All right, we've routed off those guys. You come back with me. Queek is losing a fight to Grom the Paunch, which is just so cool. Somebody help Queek try and win that fight, because, God, he is just not. Oh yes, Storm Vermin, hooray. Okay. Guys. I didn't know it was possible, but Queek is actually failing us. Alright, I've stand your ground popped, and I debuffed his melee stats with that howling warp lightning thingy. And now I have trophy heads if he comes back. So Grom should have, like, dog shit stats. 16 and 0, and still Queek is losing. My word. How is Queek still so fucking bad when Grom keeps running into him? You're doing no damage, my shitty little rat friend. Why are you so bad? Oh, why can't you hit him? He has 0 melee defense, but you still struggle to find his giant ass and put a spike in it. Why, oh why do you suck so fucking bad? Just hit him like one fucking time, please. You utter garbage piece of nonsense bullshit. Holy shit, he got a hit it. He got one. He did it. Quick little warp lightning to lower everybody's melee stats again. Queek continues to poke at Grom. Gonna have Rat Ogres rejoin the fray. Ow. Ow. Getting knocked down an awful lot here. Not loving it. Okay, so Grom needs to stop doing that. 11 seconds left on my stand your ground. Okay, he's doing the infinite push Queek thing, which is also really cool. Ugh. Damn you! Queek is so fucking bad. $1,300 for Queek, 400 for the Storm Vermin, 1,020 for the other one. Gutter Runners and Night Runners did absolutely nothing. Warp Fire Throwers did pretty badly. Warlock Engineer did great. Rat Ogres did fine. Plague Monks did okay. Dogs did fine as well. The Night Runners and Gutter Runners didn't have a great target. I understand that, but I also feel like they just don't get value often. It makes me sad, because Gutter Runners and Night Runners are, like, close to being a good unit, but I feel like they never throw, and that's my problem with them. But that is my problem with most skirmish units. It's not just a Gutter and Night Runner thing. Like, memes aside, completely serious, I'm really bad at playing with skirmish cav, and it bothers the shit out of me, because whenever I play with skirmish cav, I swear to God they just won't throw. Where it's like, I have Fire at Will on, and I have Marauder Horseman throwing axes running away from a Gorgon, and they just won't fucking throw. They just will not throw at the fucking Gorgon. I don't know why. So 360 units do hate me, so I'm not shocked these guys didn't do well, but I am shocked how poorly they did. Grom and his Orc Shaman did fine. Stone Trolls did just fine. Orc Borbabiggins did fine. Fanatics did absolutely nothing. Squigs did fine. Goblins did fine. So pretty spread out value. Dude, I hate Queek. I was just having some fun with Gojira, so that's fine. But, like, I say this every time about Queek, and then whenever I forget, I'm like, oh, I'll give him another shot. Queek is actually so dogshit terrible that he's not even a good meme. He just makes me sad. Like, there are memes that are like, oh, they're not great, but okay. And then there's memes that are so terrible, they make you actively sad. And Queek's one of those. He is horrifically bad. You might be saying, he almost paid for himself. He almost paid for himself while fighting exactly who he's supposed to fight, an enemy character and an enemy caster. And the caster just, like, walked away from him, because of course he did. And Queek just couldn't do anything about it, so then Queek just stood around, didn't do very much. He got some good shots on Grom, but not a ton. All right, let's find a game here. Let's find ourselves a game. Queek is a dope looking character too. Yeah, he's really cool. Also, I have a little surprise for you guys. Hey, Dr. Nerd. Nice job, buddy. Nice job. Nice job. All right, I have a little surprise for you guys while I find this next game. All right, generic fantasy music is in place. Video's probably like 3.5 hours long. You all know what time it is. It's time for kind of an unhinged, wild rant about something lore related that I give a shit about. Who's ready? Let's go. My favorite character in all of Warhammer is Queek Headtaker. I have actually commissioned a lot of art for him. My profile picture often centers around him. My Steam profile picture is him. I think. You're goddamn right. We recorded a Queek Headtaker lore video that I need to edit and get posted. It's done. Oh, it's done. It's part of the reason I wanted to play Queek, because I've been talking about him a lot recently. We have a Skaven Lord tier list coming out later next week on the channel. So I was talking about Queek in there. And then I have a Thanquil and Bone Ripper lore video that I was working on. So I talked about Queek a little bit in there. And then I did a Queek lore video. So I was talking about Queek some more. And I was like, you know what? I want to play with that guy. And then he did Queek things. And I got real sad. All right. Boojilicious went Empire, Beastmen, and Tzeentch banned Ogre Kingdoms, Dark Elves, and Skaven. John FB banned Empire, went Grand Cathay. So it's Grand Cathay versus Beastmen or Tzeentch. Looks like Booj is doing Tzeentch. Queek used to be okay versus Dwarves. He's still fine versus Dwarves. What sucks is there's still better options, though. A Flensing Ruin caster is better versus Dwarves, and Snitch is better versus Dwarves. Is Queek at least good at blending infantry units? Absolutely no. Forgot about Snitch. Yeah. He is better than Queek at all the things Queek wants to be doing. Maybe all part of the plan to look weak before destroying everyone. I'm out of the tournament, so I don't know how I'm going to turn around and destroy everybody. But yes. Queek? Yeah, I was just having fun. I was having a laugh. I have been losing a lot recently, but I'm kind of embracing it because, like, I've been super fucking busy in real life. Absolutely slammed with work and trying to get videos out. What did I miss? Oh, now you're here! Honestly, Way, if you were here, I would have taken Plague Claw catapults. I would have. I asked. Hold on. No, I'm not going to let him get away with this. I'm not going to let him get away. He's good because he's going to say, no, you're just saying that. Hold on. We got to go back. Because Way is going to be a jerk to me. Good. Win a game ever. Because if you know a single regiment for now, another wonderful land battle hosted the other one in the EU friendly time. It is best of one all the way to the finals, and the finals is a best of 3. Umbrella, if you're watching the stream right now. Goji's in. We love Goji. You'll fix the maps, thanks. Thanks, Umbrella. You're doing great. Pick 3, ban 3 for the top player. I pick Skaven. Wait, hold on. What's the map? Actually, the map is important. Ash Plains. Okay, so it's a flat, medium-sized map. Great. I pick Skaven, Empire, and Corn. Ban nothing. I fear no man. I pick Skaven, Empire, and Corn. I banned literally nothing. Do you have any of those newer players from the new player tourney in today's tourney? Yeah. A full fucking sweat. Where is it? Hush descends on the crowd. Where is it? I wonder what's his next move gonna be. Where is he going with this? What will Human Boy do? I just don't know. Neither does he, to be fair. And Toy Bitch, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, buddy. I think it's like right here, so I don't want to skip it. Things are going well. Things are going good here. That spell is shit. What about this one? Yes. Much better. God damn it. Oh, so much better. Yes. New Warfire meta? What is this, Digi game? Dude, it's fly spray in my mouth! Am I allowed to, like, say who you really are because I know that information, or not really? What have epic base solo? Hurry up and ask if Way's here so I can prove it to him. Okay, sorry. I got busy typing to people about things. Let's go with these. I promise it's in here. Nothing's happening in the game yet. So. Malverde asked, oh so nicely. Is Miss Way here? Way, are you here? There it was! There it was! Hold on. Found it. Some more fire throwers because Malverde asked oh so nicely. Is Nemes Way here? Way, are you here? There. In the game yet. So. I proved it happened. It was real. Is Nemes Way here? Way, are you here? There it was. Shut up. It was real. Cause I was making my build, and if you were here, I was gonna put plague catapults in, but you weren't here. All right. On the other screen, players were just getting set up, so let's get right into this game. No more shenanigans about figuring out if we were there with Way. Also, thank you, Lamb Sauce King and Strat Game for the 5 and the 10. Next time you play, do double Steam Tank for the boys. Sabrus is in our clan. Couldn't you just get Sabrus to do it? I took the blocker down, right? Yeah, I did. Sick. Thanks for the cast hubs. Anytime, Strat Game. Anytime. So you can buy a toy for the cow cat. Dude, Moo Cow loves toys. All right, real life Inception YouTube, yes. Grand Cathay for John FB versus the Tzeentch of Boojilicious. For Boojilicious, we have 4 blue horrors of Tzeentch, actually 5. 2 pinks, 1 pink, and the other is the Exalted Pink Horror ROR, the Blazing Squealers. Interesting. We have 1 flamer, the Knights of Doom, the Knights of Immolation, Doom Knights of Tzeentch. Kairos Fate Weaver with Regrowth and Blue Fire. And then we have a Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. For Cathay, it looks to be a box-like construction. We have Peasant Long Spears, a front line of Jade Warriors, more Peasant Long Spears around the area. Then we have some Jade Warrior Crossmen with shields and without, but that will make... these guys will mulch through the horrors pretty easily. Their high armor will protect them from the pink and blue horror fire, which is not armor piercing. We do have 2 cannons, Meow Ying with Regrowth and Talons of Night, and then 2 Jade Lancers. When I had pet rats, I tried giving them all sorts of toys. They never showed any interest in them. Well, yeah. I don't know. My rats never had toys. I never thought about that. But I was in like 2nd grade when I had rats. Alright, cannons are trying to fire through the trees, and they're getting a little bit of poke down. Meanwhile, the Soul Grinder of Tzeentch is just sitting in the forest and throwing. Right now, it's shooting at Jade Warriors, which does not seem like the best use of its ammunition. And Jade Lancers are actually just gonna charge out and say hello for a little bit. Looks like a whole bunch of archers are trying to shoot the Soul Grinder. You know, blue fire is going down the line, though it looks like Cathay sees it and tries to dodge. Change the angle at least so it doesn't go down your entire unit, so it just goes through the middle like that, so that was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. Gaze of Fate thrown onto the Jade Lancers to keep them in place and let the Soul Grinder get away, and blue horrors are going to try and punish them for this. Do a little bit of damage, but the net will wear off soon, and then these guys can just run away. Cathay box is getting spread out a bit. We have some Jade Warrior Crossmen running way out into the floor to throw, shoot at blue horrors. Another blue fire. This one poking the Jade Warrior Crossmen. I don't know if it was actually targeted at the cannon, though. It looks like it was, and the cannon did lose a model for it. Cannons are missing the Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. Give in some butt pokes. And we might just have ourselves a slow Tzeentch kite game. Miao Ying dives into the blue horrors with Jade Lancers supporting her. There are Screamers right on her tail, though, and the Blazing Squealers firing in. I don't think this is a favorable fight for Cathay at the moment. Though the two cannons poking at the Soul Grinder is great, I just don't think it has anything to do with this fight, so this fight feels like a bit of a waste. Towns of Night down onto the Blazing Squealers. It gets through their shields, but doesn't really do that much damage afterwards. I don't know if that was Overcast. It does not look like it was, no. An Overcast doing more damage than that. Soul Grinder is taking a ton of damage from the cannons, which are down to 3 models apiece. The Soul Grinder will retreat at half health. Thankfully, Tzeentch doesn't have any sort of healing to bring it back up to full HP. So at least we're safe from that. That there will be no healing this game from Tzeentch, and that'll be super cool for everybody involved. Archers trading on the blue horrors, doing what we had mentioned they would probably do. The Blazing Squealers are trying to punish the Jade Lancers, who are out here doing their very best as Jade Warriors and Peasant Longspears fight more blue horrors in the distance. Soul Grinder's getting awfully low, so Kairos is going to have to come over here and use that regrowth he definitely doesn't have, because Tzeentch doesn't have any healing, you understand. So there's no way they could possibly heal the Soul Grinder. I'm beginning to remember why I like domination over land battles. Oh, that's a shame. No, I'm sorry. Bye, Fly Spray. There's the regrowth. All right, a first regrowth is in for the Soul Grinder. Meanwhile, Talons of Night is out for Miao Ying. It's hitting the Knights of Immolation and the Screamers, doing pretty good damage there. As the Flamers have come out to play, but I think they will shortly find a death at the hands of these Jade Warrior Crossmen. If Tzeentch had any healing, you'd feel like they'd be broken. All right, well, it's a good thing they don't have any healing then. They're definitely not using any healing at all. Miao Ying retreating away from this fight. That is not going her way. She is down to half HP, so she'll get out of here. The cannons still doing good work as the Tzeentch Tier 3 army ability comes in on the Cathay lines. It looks like these Jade Warriors are going to get out of here. The cannon might lose a model. It's withstanding it so far, but it might lose a model from that. Nope, it actually just withstands it just fine. Jade Lancers continue to harass the Soul Grinder. Miao Ying continues to try and run away, and the blue horrors are losing to Jade Warriors on the front line. This is just all turning up Cathay at the moment. Blazing Squealers will take a rear charge from these Jade Lancers, and if they can kill the Blazing Squealers fast enough, they could chase down those Flamers of Tzeentch before they are allowed to reform. Demonic instability is coming in for a lot of Tzeentch's front line. They are losing 3 blue horrors in the blink of an eye, and cannons continue to try and fire on those Flamers. The Blazing Squealers barely clinging to life. Wait until you guys see what Tzeentch gets in 4.0. Yeah. I really hope CA is smart about what they're doing, but it seems unlikely, unfortunately. Alright, cannons just trying to ignore Kairos and firing over here all the same. Blazing Squealers did manage to withstand that cavalry charge. They're chilling, they're vibing. And Miao Ying is now trying to chase down the Soul Grinder while Doom Knights attempt to stop her from doing so. But man, there's a lot of Jade Warriors for them to deal with while they do such things. Damage value is over 2-1 in Cathay's favor. And Kairos' dive on the cannon did not stop it. Another blue fire is down onto the Jade Warrior Crossman. That's a little bit of damage, but I think Cathay's overall okay with it. Screamers are going to get knocked out of the sky here. Yeah, that's going to trigger their demonic instability crumbling. Same with the Soul Grinder. Things are going so bad for Tzeentch. Actually healing here out? Yeah. We'll see what they do with that, but like, they really need to nerf healing across the board super hard. All of the undead were a major problem until they nerfed their healing, and now the undead are decidedly fine. They're very mid-tier. How could that have happened? You nerfed a faction's ridiculous healing, and they went from oppressive, stupid, and nobody wanted to play with them to fine. Strange, CA. What could be the solution to this problem? Give Tzeentch more healing? You got it. Got it in one, my friend. That's why you got all C's. Oh. Oh, they got all C's. Whoops. They're not very smart. That is a joke. For legal reasons, that is a joke. Tzeentch is definitely going to be my first campaign when that update drops. Campaign will be fun. Multiplayer will be annoying if they have a healing hero. Not a whole lot to talk about that game. It was just a well-constructed Cathay build. Cannons kept the pressure on to Tzeentch, and Tzeentch had a bunch of medium-range, non-armor-piercing ranged units that just, like, struggled to get any value out, so... rough, but shit happens. Strat game firing back. Alright, what else do we got? Gojira does not have an opponent yet. Cool. Dr. Nerd and Sir Groot. There's a Rainy Frogs lobby. When chat DLC? CA confirmed. That's just not happening, my friend. That's just not happening. Lore of Life's broken into their dinosaur spam usually ended up being like mini end times. Yee. How does Tzeentch win when they get into Cathay? It's tough. It's tough. You might need some chariots. But you definitely need to abuse the shit out of those Flying Doom Knights. It's generally a matchup I would avoid as Tzeentch. Does not seem like a good one. Forge World Gantz has appeared, which means Sabrus Regnum versus Cool Umbrella is over. Because that's Sabrus's lobby. So whoever won that will catch up with Gojira. Left screen. So they haven't reported their thing just yet, but they will. Segos and Golden Floof are fighting. Dr. Nerd and Sir Groot are fighting. John FB awaits in the semifinals. But Goji is about to get a foe. I think. Probably. Hopefully? Probably. Did the Tzeentch player not have the Champions of Chaos DLC? Honestly, maybe not. Maybe not. This is an awkward amount of time. Because I know that bottom game is over, but they haven't reported who won. Oh, I got a message from Umbrella. Ah, she. All right, we're trying to figure out who won. It was apparently a Nurgle versus Tzeentch 20-minute game. Alright, Cool Umbrella won. He's just not reporting his score. Alright, okay. So we can all blame Cool Umbrella. Okay. So what I do every day. Let's go. I'm not gonna let these degenerates host because they're bad at it. I'm gonna host. Let's get this show on the road, man. Guys are taking 55 years. Oh, I just finished my game. Oh, I was in a game till right now. Oh, yeah. Fucking excuses, dude. When the stream's waiting on you, you FF. If you know your game's going long, just forfeit. I don't give a shit. Like they're playing a game. And Umbrella has the stream open. And as soon as I'm like, I'm looking for a game, he just concede defeat no matter where he is in the game. I can see kids love becoming S tier in Dom. See, it does their usual stuff. That'd be weird. I have not seen Outlander, no. Players are here. Map is set. Here's what we're gonna do. So, Segos and John FB just matched up. We just matched up down here. Those two should play without us. And then Dr. Nerd and Surgert have been playing for a little bit. So whoever wins this, we'll just follow them. They'll play whoever wins between those two. And then we'll go to the finals. Just bim, bam, boom. It should be a nice, smooth progression. It's considered short. They don't last at least 4 minutes. Dude, a lot of my Nurgle games are real short. Nurgle is strangely slow, not slow, squishy for a faction based around Nurgle. I know I don't have to select the armies, but I like to preview what armies are going to be on the map so I can kind of mentally prepare what I'm going to talk about. So I usually put the blocker up and then just watch the builds get made. I was going to say stuff, but I've forgotten what it was. I am excited for the next DLC. I'm nervous, I'm scared, but I'm also excited. I could see them fucking it up and somehow making the game really dumb, but I could also see them doing good things. Like, they will 100% nerf Bretonnia. 100%, since everybody is complaining about them. I'm pretty sure they're going to nerf ogres, and that'll be welcome. I don't know if they're going to nerf healing, but hopefully other people have been making a bunch of cases about it. I know I've been talking to CA about healing a lot, where I'm just like, you guys, you need to tone this the fuck down. So we'll see what they do with that information. And then there's the DLC, which is always hype. Though I do have to say, like, if Ekabold, if Dinglebold, if Dinkelberg, whatever his name is more like Festus, I think that's fine. Right? If Hellbrass is more like Festus, that's fine. Because Festus's AoE healing aura is pretty bad. Festus is a fine character, but it's his damage aura that does anything. I literally never notice his healing. I've playing as and against Festus. When he turns his healing on, I'm like, well, that's a waste of time. I don't know. It just feels really bad. So I kind of hope they do the same thing with Hellbrass, where if they insist on having another healing character for a faction like Tzeentch of all factions, at least make him, like, bad at healing. You know? Not crazy good at it. Because if you make him crazy good at it, then he better be bad at everything else or something. Because if he's just another Kairos Fate Weaver, then they have learned nothing and this game is doomed. Grail Knights and Grail Guardians are still an issue? Yeah, there's been no patch since they were broken. Do you think we'll ever get the Fabled Norse rework? I don't... For the campaign, yes. I actually do believe they'll fix their campaign a little bit. Though they did add that monster hunting, and they might be like, job done, which it was not. So actually, back to maybe. I was going to say yes, but then back to maybe. Multiplayer? I don't know. Norska's functioning in multiplayer. They're pretty good. They're not top tier, but they're like mid top tier. So they don't need an online update. Their campaign sucks ass though. Cool Umbrella went... Actually, Gojira picked first. Gojira went Chaos Dwarfs, Greenskins, and Ogres. Banned Nurgle, Brett, and Ogres. Cool Umbrella went Tomb Kings, no bans. Probably a melee version of Festus. How is a healing aura ban? It doesn't heal like anything. It heals very little. Festus's healing is definitely more noticeable in Dom. Are you saying where there's blobs? No. It takes a very long time to do much healing at all. And in land battles, you just don't have that kind of time.
Did you Hazel's toothbrush?
No.
Okay, it's not in there.
Hang on.
Usually it's up here with the toys.
Did you throw our toothbrush away? Did you throw our toothbrush away? Did you not want her to brush her teeth no more?
That's weird.
Yeah, you could have been just like spaced out. But I don't see it and I haven't touched it.
Okay, well, I'll take that off my list.
Did you lock it outside the house? Did you lock it outside the house? Hey. Hey. She loves spin. Grace lost the dog's toothbrush. Team K, you think would be a counter to Ogres, though I've not seen that matchup. I honestly think all three of those... I think Greenskins are fine into Tomb Kings. I think Ogres are good into Tomb Kings, and I think Chaos Dwarfs are good into Tomb Kings. So, yeah. Monster hunting still bugged and can't style harking during any hunt. Oh, goody. Yeah, Rogue AI was just being shitty. I hope to give a minor buff to Nurgle's tankiness there. It's squishy, like maybe 5% physical resist or something. Yeah. Nurgle could use to be tankier. Especially in their infantry department. Plague Toads in their infantry are way too squishy. I don't know. Like, even Plague Bears are supposedly the epitome of melee tankiness, and I feel like they're not a big deal. Because in purely melee, they do fine. Plague Bears do fine. But the problem is they're so slow, they can't pick an engagement that they want, and archers do so much damage to them. So we have Grandfather Umbrella, the host of this tournament, versus Gojira, also known as Slowjira. I believe he has a YouTube channel that's also Gojira. Let's take a look. Let's take a little peek. He streams off and on. Gojira Gaming. Yeah, it's Gojira Gaming. It's a picture of Godzilla with a little Total War icon in it. He doesn't stream very often, but when he does, it's a good time, so you should go check that channel out. What up, dog? How you doing? A blast from the past. We have Astrogoth Ironhand and 2 Bull Centaurs. This is an old build. Is it an oldie but a goodie or just an oldie? I think it's just an oldie. 2 Hobgoblin Wolf Riders, 2 Bull Centaur Renders with great weapons, Astrogoth Ironhand with Cascading Fire Cloak and Hellhammer. Then we have 2 Chaos Dwarf Blunderbusses, The Blazing Beards of Bazrak, Chaos Dwarf Warriors, 2 Infernal Ironsworn, and a Chaos Dwarf Warrior also in the front line. For the Tomb Kings, we have Triple Carrion, a Bone Giant, 2 Nehekar Horsemen. Do I see 2 more? No, 3 total Nehekar Horsemen, 3 total Chopped Great Bows, one of which is the ROR, Chosen of the Gods, and then a whole bunch of Skeleton Spearmen and Skeleton Warriors in the front line. Chaff for days. We also have DJ Katep in the background with Patra's Incantation of Righteous Smiting. Interesting. And then 2 of his chief spells to just spam out that he can heal up his whole army over time with them. Bull Centaurs got nerfed? Yes, they did. They are now a bad unit. Not terrible, just bad. Because they used to be OP. Missile units couldn't really hit them, and in melee they would absolutely, like, stomp anybody. But they had a super high price point, so they were too good. But then CA made them easier to hit with missile attacks, which is good, but then they also nerfed their melee stuff so much that they're, like, okay in melee. But they're not worth 1,600 gold. That's just so expensive, man. I don't know. They're not terrible, they're just bad. Eh. Hobgoblin Wolf Riders are actually really, really good for their price point. 550, like them. Also, Gojira is using the best Chaos Dwarf color scheme. Green and black are actually my 2 favorite colors. Spell for the Bone Giant, Great Bows. Like, I know what it's for, I have never seen this spell matter. So I'm ready for it, but doubtful. I'm always ready to be wrong. We had that new player tournament last night where everybody was taking Saurus, and then in some of the games the Saurus actually did really well, so I'll admit when I'm wrong about stuff. My initial take on seeing that is bad choice. I don't know what we're waiting for at this point. I guess we'll just be here forever. It's fine. These little wolves have helmets. I didn't realize they had helmets. Green is a mid color. Eat my ass. Green's the best color in the whole world. Look at these little wolves in their little wolf masks. It's kind of awesome. I wonder if normal Goblin Wolf Riders have that, because they're also shielded, so I wonder if they have little wolf plates, or if their wolves are just left to fend for themselves. He just wants to spam TK, heal, and Katep Staff? Yeah, probably. But couldn't you just take, like, these 2 spells for that? Incantation Protection and Curse Blades? Why do you need the 3rd one? I don't think it'll lose him the game. I just don't personally love it. There is a Tomb King's box behind a land piece that is not containing its 2 Shoppy Great Bows. I don't fully understand what the plan is here. And now the box is moving towards the forest. All right. Okay. So we're getting real degenerate, huh? I love how the Gobos call their wolves Wolofs. They do that? That's weird. Bone Giant is out and firing. It looks like he splash attacked that shot. Yeah, 10 damage value, so only the splash attack hit the Bull Centaurs. He missed his first shot. Second one. Direct hit. Did decent damage. Chosen the Gods winding up to fire at the Infernal Ironsworn, a great target for them. Though they have 125 armor and silver shields, that really won't help them versus the Chosen the Gods that much. Still take a ton of damage when those shots come raining in. Oh, wow. Not doing as much as I would have thought, honestly. I know they have 125 armor, but still. Feels like the Chosen the Gods are missing a bunch. Yeah, they are. Okay. Chosen the Gods are aiming for the absolutely wrong units. Not like that the player shouldn't be attacking the Infernal Ironsworn, it's just that the Chosen the Gods are deciding to shoot at this tiny cluster of these guys rather than the whole unit. The free Skullstorm is out. It is going to curve into the Blazing Beards of Bazrak, it looks like. No, it's just going to kind of dwell in these Ironsworn for a bit. Walk with them. That is actually a very lucky cast of that. Damn. RNGesus is with the Tomb Kings. As the Tomb Kings start falling back, the Infernal Ironsworn are going to use their blasting charges on the Skeleton Spearmen, taking out a massive amount of their HP. And I don't really understand what Umbrella's doing. Because the box is now falling back, but we're losing 2 Skeleton Spearmen for this. And I guess these Ushapti are trying to kite, but these Ushapti haven't done, like, jack shit. So now they're starting to fire, but I don't know what the point of coming up here was with only 1 of your Ushapti rather than 3. Don't know. Bone Giants continue to fire into Chaos Dwarves, and Hobgoblins getting active. Petral's Righteous Incantation of Smiting, let's fucking go! Big damage! Alright, it's still negligible damage. My god. The Shafty Great Bows are firing at the Hobgoblin Wolf Riders and now the Bull Centaur Renders. Since these are the Great Weapon variant, they do not have shields. They immediately pile into Skeleton Warriors, but Goji might be doing some friendly fire as he chucks blasting charges onto the same unit that his Bull Centaur Renders are on. But another Skeleton Warrior is going down. Grandfather Umbrella is up about 1,000 damage value, which I think is weird. I imagine Crumbling and Disintegrating don't count, right? Weird. Umbrella's kiting with a box. It's very strange. I imagine we're gonna get a hammer right down the line here. Nope. As the Blazing Beards of Bazrak just take out another Skeleton Warrior, no problem whatsoever. And the Wiggly Blades! The Wiggly Blades! From where you're usually casting from, that spell always just looks like the blades are wiggling, not that they're spinning. I mean, the Tomb Kings is losing a lot of their front line for this, and it doesn't feel like they're getting a ton out of it. Because what are we down to? We have 4 infantry left, and then some carrion and cavalry and stuff, but the Tomb Kings, Ushapti Summon's already out. Bull Centaur Renders have caught up to the Bone Giant. This is not the best target for them. He's very tanky and will take forever to die. And meanwhile, the Ushapti are going to fire in on the clumped up Bull Centaur Renders, I imagine. These other ones are also going for the Spearmen. Why are we going for Spearmen? All the Ushapti are free and clear in the backline with nothing protecting them. Send those over there. Why are we attacking Spearmen with cavalry? Don't do it. Goji, no! Astrogoth is in. He gets attacked by Carrion while the Ushapti run away. And a Skullstorm is going to go down the lines of the Infernal Ironsworn. Wow, the RNG of that Skullstorm was with the Tomb Kings for this. Damn. Ushapti Summon is trying to deal with these Catastrophic Blunderbusses. The other Blunderbusses are trying to shoot the Summon, but the Summon will fade away in its own time anyway, and now we do have Nekar Horsemen getting involved. Cast Dwarves are here, and here we go. They got onto the Chosen of the Gods, which is what we wanted. They're already down to half HP. So much more effective than attacking Spearmen. Come on, Goji. Come on. Ushapti Great Bows are firing in onto those guys, routing them off with the help of the Carrion. Astrogoth is still in here, but we get a big hammer! It's gonna hit 3 units. Yeah, it almost finishes off 2, and the last one will be Crumbling. Very good stuff there for Astrogoth, but the rest of the Chaos Dwarves are just falling apart. The Ushapti Summon has disappeared, and that is nice for them. But there's nothing left to chase down the Ushapti. I think they're faster than Astrogoth. Oh, they're actually not. He could run them down. But I think what Gojira should have done is ignore the box entirely with all of his cavalry and run over here and just fuck up the Ushapti in the backline. But instead, we had some stuff attacking Skeleton Spears. We had other ones attacking the Bone Giant, which is extremely tanky. It has over double the health of the Ushapti Great Bow, and it's a single entity. So the Ushaptis are easier to hit and half as powerful. So I think a bit of a whoopsie there from the Chaos Dwarves. What do you think of Dawn of War? I don't know. I've never played it. I never played it. Astrogoth is going to get army lost pretty soon here, as Hobgoblin Wolf Riders are getting chased off by Carrion. Bull Centaur Renders are trying to get anything done whatsoever. But there's too many things fading away so soon. He will just get army lost out. I don't know where he's going or what he's trying to achieve. He's just kind of running around. Chaos Warriors routing. I don't know where he's trying to... I don't know what he's trying to achieve. He's just kind of out here. Just running around. Having a good old day. You have the righteous smiting. You missed with the righteous smiting. Ushapti are trying to pin Cushion Astrogoth, get a little bit of damage out on him, while the Chaos Dwarf Warriors and Infernal Iron Sword, well, I guess just the Infernal Iron Sword are moving in. Big Bone Giant fires again. He hit that time. It did negligible damage, but he hit. How much have you gotten over the course of this game? Well, you've almost paid for yourself. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. Bull Centaur Render is running around, having the time of their lives. And this game is very doomed. I almost said Giga again, which I promised to stop doing. Bone Giant misses yet again. I hate you, Bone Giant. I hate you. Astrogoth is getting his ass handed to him by the Ushapti, and I don't know where the balance of power thinks it's going, but it needs to army loss this much faster than it is. Bone Giant misses yet again. Killing it, Bone Giant. Killing it. And Astrogoth, is he trying to leave or the Ushapti trying to leave? I don't know who's trying to leave the situation, but it's not working. Bone Giant actually manages to hit the Bull Centaurs, and that causes army losses, so we can all blame the Bone Giant for missing over and over again for that one. Chosen of the Gods, 2,000 damage value, pretty good for them. Other Ushapti did fine, Bone Giant did fine, Katep did okay. Nekar, Horseman, and Carrion were just there to chase off things that already routed or caused some disruption, and Skeletons did absolutely nothing. On the other side, Astrogoth, 900 value, unfortunately not very high. Bull Centaurs just got fucked. Infernal Iron Sword weren't really able to pick a fight that they wanted. Blunderbuss also got shut down. Hobgoblin Wolf Riders did okay. GG's! The kite box strat worked. Technically, that is a thing that is true. Are Chaos Dwarfs bad since they can't take their few OP units? They can take some of their OP units, just not a ton of them. I don't think Chaos Dwarfs are bad. I win quite a bit with them. I don't think they're great. I think they're fine. Probably B tier. Did I answer your question? I did. It's not worth shooting summons almost ever. It is not. If you can avoid it. Sometimes you have to. Are Goblin Archers underrated? I think Goblin Archers are fine. Oh, that wasn't a question. You're saying that the Chaos Dwarf Goblin Archers are underrated. Yeah, I usually take 4 of them in all my builds. They're really good. Are some Chaos Dwarf units completely banned? No. No, they can just take one of their giant trains. I don't know about the double Shrieker, though, Larry. I'm not a Shrieker believer. Some people really like them. I watch them do very little damage over a long amount of time. And I am meh on those. So we have Sir Group. This is a semifinal. And then we'll get up to the finals. If you are interested, here's the bracket. Sego's John FB, ODM's Sir Group, and NC's Cool Umbrella. Though John FB is also in NC. So 2 Night Crew representatives. Ah! After this, I have to work on more videos. I don't want to do that. I've seen what they did to war wagons in turns. It gives a bad feeling in my stomach. Yeah, everybody hates war wagons now. It's pretty good at killing the crews. Tequila Sunset? Yeah, but versus the Tomb Kings, like the Ushapti Great Bows and the Bone Giant, I don't think the rocket launchers would have done very much. Yeah, war wagons are gross though. They suck. They are no fun. Even if you catch them in melee, they just don't take any damage because fuck that unit. CA did nerf them by giving them a little less ammo, but that's not really the point. Point is that when you catch them in melee, they take no damage. It's fucked up. I don't know where we're at with the picks and bans. No one has switched factions yet. John FB is playing Dwarves in the semifinals? What a punk. What a punk. How dare he? Alright, I asked Umbrella how's it going, because this is stalling out. What's happening? Wagons could use a slight speed nerf. Either that or the Corn Cav should get a speed buff because 62 is abysmal. Yeah, Corn Cav do need some help. Chaos Knights need some help in general. All the Chaos Knight variants are kind of janky. They don't really like hit how they're supposed to. If you charge anything with a Chaos Knight, you'll know what I'm talking about because it just does 0 damage and they all stop in place. Infantry, that is. If you charge with the cavalry, it's still pretty bad, but it's not egregiously bad. I hear Senegor's great weapons can counter janky units. Not war wagons. They tend to just walk alongside the war wagons. They don't get attacks off. Thumbnail got me excited for lizards. Dude, big NACL. We had a ton of lizards on our last stream. A ton. I don't know what's happening. Society missed it? It's always there. It's always in the VODs. Okay. So, Sir Group picked Greenskins, Warriors of Chaos, and Dark Elves. Banned Ogre Kingdoms, Brett, and Empire. Cool Umbrella is going Beastmen, it sounds like. You'll have to watch it later. Yeah, it was a good one. It was a good one. It was a new player tournament too, so there's a ton of like really different builds and stuff. We have some Beastmen versus either Greenskins, Warriors, Chaos, or Dark Elves. He can ban one of them, but I don't know what he has banned yet, so we'll just see what happens, I suppose. He banned Warriors, Chaos. So it's Greenskins or Dark Elves versus Beastmen. Sir Groot all of a sudden hovers Greenskins. Kind of surprised. Thought he'd go Dark Elves. He's a pretty good Dark Elf player. And I still feel Dark Elves is plenty fine into Beastmen. I think it's an even matchup, or maybe slightly Dark Elf favored because Dark Elves are OP as fuck. Are there any banned units? No. Just limited. Grail Knights and Guardians are considered the same unit, limited to 1. The Chaos Dwarf Trains are limited to 1. Oh, in my tournament yesterday, I banned Gotrek and Felix because I find them horrifically unfun to watch, but not in this one, no. GG to the grandfather, yeah. Dude, Goji, blunderbusses are super cool, but they're also super bad. I feel like on release they were strong, and then either people figured them out or they just got more jank, but mine, like, never fire anymore. And when they do, they don't even do that much damage. They do okay damage, but not enough for, like, all the jank you wade through to get that unit to fire its goddamn gun. And then it's like, I do okay damage. Yeah, pump wagons aren't banned or anything. They haven't been found to be that problematic in land battles. Hell, we hardly even see pump wagons in land battles. Even when people take greenskins, they don't really take them. Are Tyrnok chariots limited? Strangely not. Strangely not. They have been an absolute menace to the meta, KV. Tyrnok chariots fucking everywhere. Every game is Tyrnok chariots. It's obnoxious. I hate them. For anybody not reading the room, that is a joke. I haven't seen a Tyrnok chariot in, like, years. Looks like we do have Dark Elves versus Beastmen. On the other side of the bracket, John FB did advance to finals. So we have best of 1 and a best of 3 left. I just don't enjoy using pump wagons. I think they're fun when they work correctly. Right now they're a little too strong, but once again in land battles it's not generally a big issue. They're very fragile. So when they run into cavalry or infantry, they just get mulched. Hope to see a Cygor? Maybe. Maybe Cool Umbrella brought Bone Giant and he's going to immediately go into a Cygor. You don't know. Dun 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 dun. Dark Elves are working on their build. Down to around 1,000 gold, so we're getting there. What up, awesome Rhino? How you doing, man? Umbrella seems to be ready. Yep, he has locked it in. Sir Groot still figuring out a couple things. Right now they're in the Chevron territory, but they could always take some stuff out of the build and bring us back up to units and stuff. But for now, it looks like they're just trying to figure out how to get some chevrons where they need it to be. Having breakfast at my hotel in India. Sounds fun, though I know you said you're there for work, so maybe a little less fun. Dark Elves are back to 65 gold. I have played this juggle before, where no matter what, you always end up at the same place. Oh my god. He has -1 gold. Family arrives in 3 hours. How long are you going to be down there? All right, let's do this. It is a very strange Beastman build. 8 Ungor Chaff. That seems like way too much. It might work versus this specific Dark Elf build. We'll see, because he doesn't have a lot of a frontline. But man, Beastman frontline is some of their worst units. I'm really surprised he's taking 8 of them. I can't open my can. No. No! Be here a month. Hopefully we can all come back to the US together. That would be good. Well, hopefully you have a good enough time down there, man. I guess I don't get to open this. I guess it's just stuck shut forever. Oh, there it is! Ah! Victory. Sir Groot's loading in, figuring it out. I hate this YouTube overlay because there's this big fucking heart in the way, or I can't see what you're typing. Okay. I just got back. What is Boy drinking? Did I hear a Victory LM? I don't know what an LM is. And for anybody wondering, the ... was so I could push Sipe's comment up so I could see what he was talking about. Anyway. I am drinking Athletic Brewing Co. Cerveza Atletica light copper non-alcoholic beer. It is decidedly 4 out of 10. All right. Let's go. The placement on that thing is bad. Yeah. I had to guess that you said thing. It's just like right in the fucking way. I hate it. We have Morathi versus a Doom Bull. Those are at least 2 different things than you usually see. So for Sir Groots, we have 2 Blackheart Corsair Hambos for a little bit of pressure. We have the weird obligatory Blackguard of Naggarond. Not all Dark Elves bring them, but there was one stream where literally every Dark Elf brought 1 Blackguard. No matter what, which was weird. 4 total Chaff, 2 Dreadspears, 2 Bleak Swords. We have 4 Dark Riders. It looks like 3 Cold One Knights, the Crows of Cain, Harpy, ROR, and Morathi up in the sky with Soul Stealer, Malakos, Mystifying Miasma, and the Power of Darkness. Which is cool. On the other side, we have the 8 Chaff of the Beastmen that we mentioned before. It looks like 5 axe, 3 spears for the Ungor herds. All of them have shields. Some have shields, some don't. Okay. 3 Ungor raiders. 4 melee Centaurs. We have the Butchers of Kalkengard, Minotaur, ROR with shields, so they have some regeneration. Brashan Wild with just Traderkin and Devolve, it looks like. No, it's Brace Cream. Yeah, it is Brace Cream. The Doom Bull with his Dazed debuff, -10 melee defense if he hits you, and Barbarino Boxing for even more stats. And then a Gorble. Hello, Gorble. Is Morathi even that hot? The lore and stuff all says she is, but I don't know, man. I'm not as convinced. Hey, what's going on with that hair? Look at that hack job. I don't know. She, like this ale, is a solid 4 out of 10. You know it's a 10 out of 10? Grace. We love Grace. Grace is great. Scammer getting scammed. So the Beastmen are at an unfamiliar point where they are actually going to be outdone on the mobility. 7 cavalry versus 4 is definitely going to beat them, though a bit of a whoopsie is the Dark Riders charge into some spearmen who are braced. They have charge defense versus large when they are braced. So yeah, neither of those charges went particularly their way. Infantry are colliding. I do expect the Dark Elf infantry to come out on top, but the Beastmen do have some very angry moo cows also joining into the fray as Black Ark Corsairs shoot at those little Ungor Spearman herds. Dark Riders are battling with Centaurs, and the Centaurs are winning that for now, but some Cold One Knights are opting in to change how that fight's going. But the Butchers of Calgangard might have things to say as they will get a rear charge off onto these Cold One Knights. Doing a good amount of damage, so this flank is going to go to shit very quickly for the Dark Elves. On the other side, Cold One Knights and Dark Riders are fighting side by side against these Centaurs. Marathi is offering a little bit of support in the form of a Melkoth Mystifying Miasma. And these Cold One Knights are caught a little flat-footed on the backfield, do need to come get engaged, while Dark Riders continue to charge with Ungor herds, which is not working out for them. Blackguard are pushing up, and Black Ark Corsairs have done good work wherever they've needed to be, but it's going very poorly for the Dark Elves. Yeah. Just kind of chose some really spread out engagements with no support, and it's really biting them in the ass. Last Cold One Knight is now entering the fight, and Marathi does get a rear charge over there, but I don't know, man. There's a lot of dead people. Bleak Swords and Dread Spears are winning the frontline fight as we predicted, but now the Butchers and all these Centaurs are about to roll down the line. Like, they'll help route these two guys, and then they'll keep going route more and more and more stuff. Tyrion's stepmom is high on the crazy scale. Yeah, she's very crazy. Anyway, Ungor herds are finally going to rout, so this flank's going a bit better for the Dark Elves overall. I don't know if it'll be enough to win them the whole game, but we'll see. As Bleak Swords are getting disaster smashed by the Doom Bull. With his Dazed debuff brings him down to only 22 melee defense, making him a very easy target for the Butchers of Calgangard to cleave through. And Centaurs are running around, living their best lives while Dark Riders attempt to rally on the far side. And our 2 Black Ark Corsairs actually have a good amount of ammunition left and a large amount of health. I wonder if these Cold One Knights will countercharge the Centaurs, or if they will allow these Black Ark Corsair Hambos to get run down. That's a lot of free damage, but here comes the countercharge from the Cold One Knights, so maybe they will get a little bit of vengeance in tandem with the Dark Riders and a Melkoth Mystifying Miasma. Wow, apparently fuck those Centaurs in particular. Jesus. Alright. These guys are dead as hell. Cold One Knights should not be chasing random Ungor Spearman herds off the map. They take too long to kill it, and they're also much more needed elsewhere. The Blackguard of Nagron did get their fight on the Butchers of Calgangard and all the single entities that they would want, but they're completely unsupported, and they are getting just massacred for their efforts. I am alarmed and terrified for the Dark Elves. One of the Centaurs is getting pushed off in the backfield. The other one is still fighting, but I don't know if the Cold Ones are actually dealing with it. Meanwhile, some Dark Riders and Bleak Swords are chasing around Ungor Spearmen, trying to get them off the field, but you have to be careful of these Minos coming. So the Dark Riders should try and piece out of here as the Bleak Swords eat the damage for them, and it looks like that will be what happens. Cool. Bounce power's creeping back towards the mill. Damage value is very, very even across the two. We do still have a rather healthy Cold One Knight in this backfield. They'll push off the Centaurs, and the Ungor herd that's joining in will just route too. Now that the friends are gone. Yeah, they're gone already. Dark Riders running down these archers is good. This is nice for the Dark Elves. It's a good way to scrap back, because anything that's routing, just make sure it never comes back for the Beastmen, so they can't have that late game trickle back in. Grayson, the woman that worked at CA? No. No. Yes, the one that's soon to be Miss Rat. Dark Riders still trying to chase some stuff off, though they have flown a little too close to the sun, and that sun being the blazing hot anger of this Doom Bull that is about to dive into them. I don't know if they're trying to run away, if they still have attack orders on the Ungor Raiders. They're kind of They're sort of fleeing, but it's hard to tell why they're fleeing and where they're fleeing to. Bit of a whoopsie here from Cool Umbrella. His Lord Chariot is getting out ahead of himself. Marathi gets a nice rear charge onto him, while the Black Corsairs get some nasty volleys onto him. And an Overcasted Traderkin does do the overcast damage to him. And Marathi goes in for one more charge, gets a big hit onto him, and he's probably going to shatter here, but Marathi has to get back up into the sky, and that she will. Doombull dives into her, but she should be able to get away now that that has worn off. She's even going to get off a nice Soul Stealer. Hits two of the targets she wants to hit, both at the same time, while also healing her up. Very good stuff. Dark Riders need to be reactivated and running down some of these archers, especially those ones that are still firing. And the Butchers of Kalkengard are here to party. As the Cold One Knights try and stop the single entities, though that is really not their forte. They're pretty bad at stopping single entities from doing what single entities want to do. What is the game plan here for the Dark Elves? I don't know. Cold One Knights are currently in a good fight, and they are supported by Black Arc Corsair Handbows, so this is a good moment in time, though I imagine it'll be only a moment. Once the Butchers of Kalkengard join over here, those Cold One Knights will have a much worse go of it. And Marathi lands. Oh, that is very interesting. Why? She has none of her AoE melee debuffs, so why did you land? Oh god, Minotaur's just beating her ass. If she has another Soul Stealer, maybe that can be a bait to get the Doombull and the Gorebull to come over here next to these guys, and then you Soul Stealer all of them. No, but she instantly terror routes. That was just a fuck up. Whoops. Dark Riders are trying to pile into the Butchers of Kalkengard and get her out of here. And Marathi casts Power of Darkness on herself, dealing herself more damage to try and get more Winds of Magic. Okay, she rallies from the terror route. She needs to Soul Stealer this blob. I don't know if she has the Winds of Magic, though, but she really wants to Soul Stealer that blob. She's back on the ground again. This is really ballsy play from Marathi here. And the Butchers are going to catch her again. Yeah, just way too brazen with Marathi. It was a nice scrap back, but some key mistakes in late game might cost the Dark Elves, as the bounce power is back to even. Sir Groot is actually up on damage value, and a Melkoth Mystifying Miasma onto an Ungor herd. But why? You desperately need a Soul Stealer. Why would you do that? And if you're going to Melkoth, why wouldn't you Melkoth the Butchers? Why would you Melkoth a random chaff unit? You don't care about the chaff units. They're all fucking dead to you anyway. Oh, hey, the Crows of Cain are here. Full health Crows of Cain will be quite clutch in the late game. They can chase down anything. Marathi really needs a Soul Stealer, though, so I don't want to see any more Melkoths until that Soul Stealer's done. Because also, like, we were in a giant blob, so Soul Stealer would be great there. Just watch your Jade Warrior versus Norska melee unit short, and those results are crazy. Yeah. Jade Warriors are kind of fucking nuts. Awesome Rhino, I saw that, and I refuse to acknowledge it. So Marathi really needs to just save up for a Soul Stealer, because all that is left for the Beastmen is this little cow blob. And they're trying to stick together so that they can't get isolated, but that will work against them if you have Soul Stealer. And Dark Elves actually managing to scrap back into this game. I'm surprised. The early game was going so bad for them. And the mid game was fine. The mid game was fine. They got some good scrap back stuff, but then there were mistakes. I thought they were probably out of it, but here comes that big Soul Stealer we desperately needed. This will do damage to them, but also heal up Marathi, and you're going to see that balance of power significantly shift against the Beastmen as this goes off. Black Corsairs, only 3 volleys left. They are trying to use their shots onto the Butchers of Kalkengard, just a wider target. Even though they have silver shields, it's still like, might as well get the poke off onto them. Look at that balance power shift. Doesn't Jade Warrior cost almost as much as Empire Swordsman? Jade Warriors cost 500. Marathi lands yet again. She was doing that to rout the Butchers of Kalkengard, though she did take a nasty shot from the Gorebull, who was trying to finish her off. It doesn't look like he will be able to. Doombull is back. Blackguard of Naggarond are down to 1 model with 16 HP. And they're just chilling. They're big chilling. Looks like the Doombull is trying to rear charge the Dark Riders to rout them to let the Butchers of Kalkengard maybe come back. But it will not be the case. The last healthy Cold One Knight is the target now. Doombull is trying to catch it out. And I wonder if Marathi has another Soul Stealer, and that'll trigger army losses. If not, we're going to have to scrap it out. I'm kind of curious if the Cold One Knights aren't just taking this fight, though. They're allowing themselves to be rear charged, which seems strange. Oh, they want the last volley from the Corsair Handbows. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. Doombull is in. Now he's surrounded by the Cold Ones, and the Gorebull is not quite here. He's now trying to join the fight. Gets a big charge off, as does the Doombull. But his leadership tanks, and if he routes, it's army losses for sure. Actually, army losses just coming in now as a big Soul Stealer does land, and the Dark Elves will clutch it out. And I am shocked, to say the least. Smarathi whispers sweet nothings to her horse. I don't want to know what she does to that horse. I don't know. I don't want to know what she does to that horse. I'm better off not knowing what she does to that horse. Doombold did not get a lot of value. Gorbold did okay. Butcher Skullguard did fine. Caster did fine. Senegor's overall pretty good value. Archers struggled a little bit. Ungor herds struggled also to get their value back. That was a close one. That was a close one. Marathi paid for herself almost exactly. Blackguard and Agaron got a little over their value, so they did fine. Colden Knights mixed. Blackguard Corsairs did fantastically. Dark Riders mixed. And the Bleak Swords of Dreadspears did well. GG. G to the G. All right, I'll invite John FB. Let's get the show on the road. The Lost Crater, the best map. The map that the awesome Rhino definitely loves. It actually is my favorite map in the whole game. All right. Johnny's here. We are going into best of 3, so I will now get this blocker. I will now get this blocker here on the tab that has the scorecard. Will it be John FB? From Clan NC, or will it be ODM's Sir Groot to take it on this fine Friday evening in a best of 3? Let's find out. Johnny's in. And I've asked John FB to keep us updated on the pick ban. Sippe, I'm sorry you're on your phone. You should get a TV. Wherever you are, go buy one. Just go buy a TV. And then put it down in front of you. Again, also, no matter where you are. We have 46 watching right now in the late night time slot, which is not usually a good time slot for us. So if you're out there and you have not subscribed to this channel, do that, please. Please. Come on, buddy. If you don't subscribe, what's the point? We're at 6,440 subscribers, and that is 18,560 of you. What up, fat kid actress? How you doing? It's the actress that played the fat kid. And before anybody gets mad at me, they're like, it's Fat Kid at Recess! On my Discord for a little bit, he was Fat Kid Actress, and I thought it was very funny. So, for game 1, John FB is going Skaven, Ogre Kingdoms, and Dark Elves, banning Lizardmen and Beastmen. Sir Groot is going Greenskins, remove Ogre Kingdoms. John FB is going Skaven. We have Skaven versus Greenskins. I'm not a fat kid. No, you're not a fat kid. You're an actress that played a fat kid. It's pretty simple. You don't have to be fat to play a fat kid. They have, like, makeup and fat suits for that shit nowadays. What if he did a Skaven only tourney? I mean, isn't Lucinia hosting one of those soon? Well, he's doing the High Elf one, but then after that, I think he's doing Skaven. It sounds like my old Civil War series, where you had to pick, you had to pick a faction within Skavendom, like Eshin, and then you would have to take a whole bunch of, like, Gutter Runners and Night Runners and Death Runners and Deathmaster Snitch and stuff like that. Or if you picked Clan Moors, you'd have to take Queeks, some Storm Vermin, and Clan Rats and shit. Molder, obviously, take a bunch of Wolf Rats and Rat Ogres. Yeah, we did that. That was fun back in the day. You should Photoshop a rat face onto the referee in the screen blocker. Oh my god, fine. Yep, a little bigger. Done. Done. Are you happy now? I didn't expect such immediate results. Melissa McCarthy, Rebel lost a bunch of weight recently. True. Jormungandr. I definitely think Fat Kid at Recess is more of a Scarlett Johansson type. That's how I picture them. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. We're still loading. I will get rid of the blocker. Though, the Tzeentch... Hold on. What did I just move? I might have just moved that. Okay. The Tzeentch comes up here. With me. Little Tzeentch. Easy. Righty. Scarlett Johansson body, Daniel Craig face. That's confusing and difficult to imagine. The rat face should stay. I agree, Coops. I agree, KB. Back upstairs on my big boy screen so I can see this awesome map in all its glory. It is a great map, you're right. And you know what? We have Skaven on the stream, and we're feeling a little silly. Let's get a slightly happy Queek in the corner. Let's just get a little happy Queek just down there, just being happy. Just like, oh yes, Skaven are on the screen. Look at him. Look at him. He's kind of creeping. When this become a VTuber stream, when I wanted money. Alrighty, for John FB and the Scavinos versus the Greenskins. We have Clan Rats with shields, some Rat Ogres, looks like 4 total Rat Ogres. We do have the Warplock Jezzail. It can Zap, or Blinding Cannon. The Avalanche Mortars, 2 Poisoned Globes, a Gracier of Plague with both summons, and a very boxy box of Clan Rats. I don't know about this. This box seems way too tight, that if the Greenskins, like, get here, they're just gonna disrupt everything all at once. Oh well. On the other side for Sir Groot and the Greenskins. Do you think Skaven eat pizza? Yes. Anyway. We have 5 goblins, 4 swigheads. We have the Swamp Things, River Troll Hags, Wurzag with Brainburster and Gaze of Mork, Hammer of Gork, Rock Labas, and then we have the 2 Skirmish Cav. Both of them are the RORs, the Regenerating Spider Riders and the poison, the armor piercing Wolf Riders. We have the Broken Tusk Mobs and 2 Savage Orc Boar Boys, and then we have 2 more Savage Orc Boar Boys. One of them is a biggin, plus a single Snotling Pump Wagon. Regular, not even the Flappas, just a regular. Clan Rats will fold so quick. It depends on what gets to them and how healthy it is when it gets to them. Because this is a spooky little build. Man, I love the Grayseer animations as he just swings on the fucking bell. Hammer of Gork is firing in. It will lose the artillery fight with Icket Zap Zap, though. So the rest of the Greenskins will have to move up, though that is something they are very accustomed to doing. This is the first time I've seen... Who's better with nukes, Icket or J. Robert Oppenheimer? Icket, easy. Easy clap. Yeah, Yormander, I agree, for sure. Anyway, this is the first time seeing basic Snotlings. Yeah, Flappas are generally just better right now, but Snotlings in their entire history have sucked. And then in this patch, they got a little overbuffed. But still the basic Snotlings usually aren't the way. The ROR Globes instantly kill a Goblin, and they get a Rampaging Swigherd, almost killing that outright as well. And the Death Globes are now firing at more Squigs. Doing pretty good damage to them. And we'll see if it's enough. See if the Skaven have done enough. Now, we do have some Savage Orc Boar Boys kind of piling into the same area as the rest of their stuff, while Globes absolutely tear apart the Swamp Things. Effigy to get is out from Wurzag, but why? It's not going anywhere anyway. What was the point of netting that? I find that a little strange, but okay, sure. Wurzag's going to have to start casting some spells pretty quick here, so we can give his army some buffs. His Boar Boys and Snotlings are trying to get in. Grayseer's throwing out some spells that are bound to his bell, plus he's just trying to be disruptive in the back line. The Greenskins are blobbing up really hard on this front line, though we already have a terror up from some of the Clan Rats. And the box is already broken. Also, if you're worried about Snotling Pump Wagons being OP, they got insta-shreked by Rat Ogres and Globes, so we are fine. We're just fine. Brainbursts are going to kill some more Clan Rats. Really struggling to get through the frontline hole they made. We have some Savage Orc Boar Boys, AFK. Oh no. 2 of the Skirmish Cav have been forgotten as well. Greenskins running into a bit of a problem. As they blobbed too hard, they're punished by all the Poison Wind Globes, and certain units were forgotten. That is a rough one. And yeah, they just FF. That's probably fair. A little bit of a whoopsie. Poison Globes did fine. One of them actually didn't do anything, but they tried. Jazales also did fine. Our Poison Globes did fine. Icket Zap Zap did fine. I mean, the game was really short, so they didn't have time to get their value back, but yeah. Wurzag, he was around. He did okay. The rest of the Greenskins, wow. Hammer Gork actually already paid for itself in that short of a game. And then the Boar Boys and the Skirmish Cav just got kept. GG. No, not that one. That one. Referee is back to being Tzeentch. And Queek in the corner is going to leave. And now, because a joke is never done until it's overdone, we are going to have upset smoking Deathmaster Tzeentch after Skaven got completely dumpstered. He's just going to be over here, angry. He's going to sit on the corner of my camera and just be mad. How does Skaven win without Gorich? It's literally impossible. Toothgrass Hill is the next map. How many Skaven art do you have? A lot. A lot. Let's see. So for stream stuff, for street stuff, we have a thing of each faction. Then I got some Skaven logos, and then I got Lord Skrulk going brar. He's doing the Thanos snap is the thing. You have Count Noctilus being Atlas because he holds up the entire roster of the Vampire Coast. We have some T-posing globes, T-posing Rattling Gunners, an excited Rattling Gunner. Quick Head Taker just being a goddamn badass. Shrugging, I don't know what went wrong, Skaven. Smoking Angry Deathmaster. Standing Angry Random Assassin. Dwarf Queek for That's a Grudgeon. Happy Queek for Things Are Going Well. Re-Icket Claw. Tyrion Facepalming. That's not a Skaven one, though. Carl Franz riding a demonic horse. The artist took some liberties with that one, and I said, you know what, fuck it, just keep it. It's fine. And then the Tretch one. And then paintings. So, and then we have my current Discord profile picture that I also use for thumbnails of a little rant typing on a computer, being a rat. And then we have this one that's my fucking favorite of all time. It's all of the lords from the Carrick 8 Peaks story, set in like a 1920s like jazz, casino thing. So we got fucking Belagar, and he's spilling some beer because Queek fucking stabbed the table with a knife because he thinks he's cheating at cards and he fucking hates dwarves. And there's Ska Bloodtail telling Queek to calm the fuck down. And notice that the Skaven have like some Warpstone brew while the dwarves have beers. And then Skarsnik has a little martini because he's a classy gentleman. Hell yeah, Skarsnik. And then there's Duffskull, Skarsnik's caster, who's just kind of there. And that's Duragar. He's Belagar's cousin. So everybody kind of brought their second in command. Skarsnik brought Duffskull. Queek brought Ska. And Duragar's here. Yeah. I love that thing, dude. I love that so much. It's like my favorite thing of all time. And then we have Queek versus Artorias, because I love Dark Souls and I love Artorias, and I also love Queek, and Deathmatch is up there being a badass, and Ska's over there being cowardly. So that's dank. And then we have a really weird botched art thing from a person who meant well but did okay. I don't know why Ska is all like burnt. I don't know why Queek is like cyberpunk. Snitches, he's cool, but I don't know. Why is it gets like hand missing? I don't know. Like his arm is like cut off at the stump. I don't know what's going on here. I just don't. But it looks cool, and the artist tried, so good for them. And then we have my old profile picture, plus a painting that's hung up in my room, is Queek and Ska being badasses. Look at them go. Look at them. Just my two crazy, dumb boys. Just being the best. Just being the best. Ah! It's so good. So good. Yeah, none of the rest are Skaven related. There's some people from an event. We had an event and the reward was some art. So I think this was Strat Game, the Phoenix King, and who was the third? Trader GG. Yeah, it was Trader GG. So they won a team event, so then they had this art commissioned for them. And then the Phoenix King won a different event, so he had this art commissioned for himself. And then the Phoenix King won the faction war with Dark Elves, so he chose Loki or Fellheart to be his representative there. And I think that's it. This is for my friend's birthday, because she likes Mass Effect, she likes Dragon Age. So then I switched, what's the Dragon Age 1 King's guy name? Anyway, I switched Garrus, who, Garrus is from Mass Effect, and this guy, whoever that king is in the first game, is kind of dumb. So now Garrus is a knight, and he's a spaceman, and they're both very confused about their situation, but they need to turn around and fight the Darkspawn. And I've now rambled through most of my art, so hopefully that got us somewhere with the pick and ban situation. Oh god, he's still on Greenskins. Okay. So Sir Groot went Ogre Kingdoms, Brett, and Dark Elves. Ban Ogre Kingdoms and Brett. And John FB went Grand, Cathay, ban Dark Elves. So it's Grand, Cathay versus either Ogres or Brett. Did you commission all these? Yes. This seems like the fastest Friday Night Fights ever. Yeah, people have been pretty quick. Dwarf Creek is so cursed. Hey, fuck you. I mean, sorry, that was aggressive. Giga-based art. Dark Souls stream when? So my Discord voted for a Dark Souls stream where I was going to do the thing. I used to do campaign challenges in Warhammer where anytime something would happen, we would keep changing the challenge. But anytime blank would happen, I would have to do 50 push-ups, 50 squats, or 50 sit-ups. Like, for every one that was fun was every unit I recruit cost me 10 push-ups. So when you put together an army, it's like, how many units do I really need? Because if I recruit like 10, that's 100 push-ups. So my Discord voted for me to do. I'm currently playing Dark Souls 3, so they voted for me to just stream from where I am in the thing, and like every time I die, do some sort of challenge. And I accepted it, but I got too busy with a trip I was going to Ohio to sell board games, so that was a problem. So that stream never ended up happening, but. Did you commission all these? Yes. Shame Dragon Age 2 and Inquisition sucked. Inquisition did suck. I really enjoyed Dragon Age 2, but it was the one I started with. So to me, it was like, what is this really cool thing? Because I was young and my brother had Dragon Age 2. So I just played it. You know, we took turns playing it. So I was like, this is badass. And I went back in time and played Dragon Age 1. And what's funny about that is going back to Dragon Age 1, the mechanics are really bad compared to 2. Like the fighting mechanics. So it's brutal. It's absolutely brutal to go backwards in the series. So I actually enjoyed 2 more than 1, even though I acknowledge 1 was probably a better put together game. Jacob Leisure, actually, yes. Yeah, he would totally do that. I think for my sanity, I would have made it a push-up per tier of the unit recruited. Never played Dragon Age? Dragon Age is good. It's good. I don't think it's like the craziest, best game of all time, but it's good. You played Mass Effect 2 and 3, both really fun. I heard it existed. I tried Andromeda. It was okay, but very repetitive very quickly. I did the thing you shouldn't do in modern BioWare games with Mass Effect Andromeda, where I was completing everything. So I 100% of the first planet, and then I went to the next one, and I 100% of that planet, and then I burned out from the entire game. Because with Dragon Age Inquisitions, they did the same thing where they added a bunch of dumbass side quests that have nothing to do with it. While normal side quests in Mass Effect are very rich in lore, and they really fill out the universe, these side quests were like, go collect 5 sheep! Go scan a rune! Go collect water! And I'm like, this isn't teaching me anything about Mass Effect. But I've played the previous games, and if you do like every side quest in the whole game, it gives you special unlocks and like cool endings and all this shit. So I was like grinding through it, and eventually I just said, fuck it, I can't do this anymore. Are these the final picks for this match? Ooh, I need to update the score. You're right. Sir Groot still seems to be flipping back and forth, but I forgot to give John FB his point. So this is game 2. While we're waiting, your dope art was reminding me of some art I got for winning a Blood Bowl tourney. It looks great, but he made the laptop just a black box with my logo on it. That's actually sick. Goji just sent me this. That's really cool. I like it. I like how he's crushing a bag of chips. I originally assumed that was a can, but it's actually just a bag of chips. Mass Effect 2 had the best open world and sandbox. I like Mass Effect 3's streamline of combat and weapon choices. All right, we're getting into the game. Dragon Age 2, when it came out after loving the first game, I was so disappointed. The combat was really repetitive and fights at the random extra ways for no reason. The map was really small. Yeah. Yorm, I understand that. Like, you are factually correct, but I enjoyed Dragon Age 2 because it was my first experience in the series at all. So that biased me. And then I was playing a two-handed swordsman. And the abilities in Dragon Age 2 was the best I have ever felt playing a great sword character. It was insane how badass it was, because I always got the symbol of the ability was the horse's head moving, and then had the lines behind it, so you just dash in. But your character with a greatsword would dive forward and wide sweep, so you'd hit everybody in front of you, and then I would follow it up with the spin, where you just spin and hit everything around you, and then there was a jump up and smash down. So I had 3 AoE combos in a row, and one of them was a gap closer, so it was just like, oh, we're a group of like 7 to 8 bandits, give us your money. And I'm like, fuck no. And they're like, all right, but when we begin combat, 4 of our archers are going to shoot at you, and the other 4 of us are going to stand here. I'm like, all right, combat begins. Woo! I'm in their face. They're half health already. Spin! The swordsmen are already dead. The archers are now half health. Smash! Archers are all dead. Combat ends. And I'm like, yeah! Fuck you! So when you go back in time to Dragon Age 1, and I picked a sword and board, so I had a sword and shield, and the fights are like, block. Block, or something. I was just like, man, I miss being a fucking meat blending super badass that could kill everybody instantly. That was pretty fun. Did you try two-handed characters in Inquisition? No, I was a Great Axe. I used a Great Axe in heavy armor. What up, Joe Turk? How you doing? Mass Effect 3's multiplayer was really fun. Yeah, dude. Actually, Yorm, huge shout out. That multiplayer for Mass Effect 3 was way more fun than it had any right to be. Like, if you look at it on the surface, and I enjoyed it. When I say these things, I enjoyed it a lot. But when you look at it on the surface, it was like a pretty low effort horde mode using some of the assets already from the campaign. And all the maps are roughly the same. Like, strategy-wise, you just have to, like, do some little side quests on the map. The maps weren't that inspired and stuff, and a lot of the characters were very samey. But somehow, they took an extremely simple formula that sounds like it would get boring in like an hour, and there's just so much replay. We played hundreds and hundreds of hours of it, and we sometimes when we get together and like, because I don't see my friends very often anymore in real life. We got separated because I lived in a different town than I went to college, and I work in a different town than I went to college or lived. So the friends I've made along the way are all over the damn place. But whenever we like talk online, or if we ever do get together and have some beers around a fire or something, we'll be like, do you guys remember Mass Effect 3's multiplayer? That shit was dope. We also talk a lot about, does anybody remember Rainbow Six Vegas 1 and 2 co-op terrorist hunt. Does anybody remember that? Because that shit was the best. And I found out that Steam has Rainbow Six Vegas, and Steam advertises it as being a multiplayer game. And we bought it for that, just to play co-op terrorist hunt. And the servers are all shut down. You can't play multiplayer. So then we had to refund it. But we were so sad. Those games were super fun. All we did was do the terrorist hunt. We never played the PvP modes. We just did the PvE because the terrorist hunts were so cool. I was competitive in Rainbow Six Vegas too. Yeah, we didn't play the PvP. We were really bad. We just played the PvE. You love Rainbow Six Siege? I've heard Siege was really good. I never got into it, but I haven't given it a shot. It's one of those games that I acknowledge is good, but I just haven't played it. Like World of Warcraft. I know I would end up loving World of Warcraft. I just haven't gotten around to trying it in my life. Left 4 Dead 2 is your jam? I enjoyed Left 4 Dead 1 better. Left 4 Dead 2 was good, but I enjoyed Left 4 Dead 1. Left 4 Dead 1 had the much more desperate last survival feel to it, whereas Left 4 Dead 2 was very well lit. It wasn't nearly as dark, like just physically dark. That is an almost dead Iron Blaster. It wasn't as physically dark as Left 4 Dead 1. And the music when there was a horde was like very jazzy because they were in the south, so it was, you know, like I'm exaggerating to prove a point, but like in Left 4 Dead 1 when you're getting attacked by a horde, it's like ba-da, dun 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 dun, you're gonna fucking die, dun 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 dun. And then Left 4 Dead it was like, life is a party and gather all your friends. What can you do other than just make amends? Have a good time and your friends will take care of you. I don't know. It was very cheery, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I want to be depressed. It's a zombie apocalypse, for God's sakes. Look at those cannonballs go. Man, whoever's casting this game is just not talking about it at all. Because, I mean, we've just been sitting here. I don't know. Whoever it is got to figure it the fuck out. Do I have to do it? I don't want to have to cast, but I guess if nobody else will. All right. Iron Blasters. It looks like we have an old Anticity build from Sir Groot here. This is something he used to take versus... Anticity used to take versus Grand Cathay a lot in the early days. Is 2 Iron Blasters and then a bunch of Lead Belchers, Knoblar Trappers, and some minimal Ogre Bulls activity. But if you perfectly dodge all the time with the Iron Blasters, you can feasibly never get hit by the cannons. And then you could just kite out the Grand Cathay. Those games usually take like 25 to 30 minutes. We are not getting that here. Ancestral Warriors, since that time, have gotten Frostbite, so they have a 30% speed reduction if they touch anything. Also, a lot more people are taking Storm of Shadows to reduce your speed by 60%. And those two things combined make it almost impossible to dodge the Iron Blasters, so that's kind of why that build stopped being taken. For the Grand Cathay build in general, we do have a Dragonbow Shugen Lord of Yin with Ancestral Warrior Summon and the Storm of Shadows. We have 3 Grand Cannons of Cathay, 3 Iron Hail Gunners, a box of Jade Warriors and Peasant Long Spearmen, and 2 Jade Lancers to run some stuff off. Plus we have an Alchemist with Final Transmutation and Searing Doom. Oh, and an Astromancer just with his Cloak of Po-Mei. So we're going for mass spell harmony. The Ogres are now starting to charge after both their Iron Blasters have been taken off the field. They have 3 Lead Belchers, 5 Knoblar Trappers, actually just 2 Lead Belchers. We have some Iron Guts and Ogre Bulls with their shields and the Slaughtermaster of the Great Maw, who has taken a lot of damage from these Iron Hail Gunners, and I imagine the other ones will soon be on his ass. One of the Lead Belchers is already retreating. Another one is on its way out as well. On its way out. Only hurdle was the wheat field on last campaign max difficulties. Oh, you're talking about Left 4 Dead. Yeah. This is untrue. Play really sweaty MMOs. Oh, you're talking about toxicity. Yeah. Crazy that cans of fire in a reasonable time frame hit their targets when they fire are good. Yeah, they're real good. Another quick one. But John FB's extreme builds are getting him some extreme results. That finals was a waste of time. Dude, it happens. So Groot, it happens. Yeah, not a lot of value for either side. The quick games just keep them coming. I assumed I could dodge, but guess that is a lie. Yeah, we were talking about that a bit during the game. The old Anticity build and whatever. But there's just a lot more slows have been added to the game since then. Okay. We have two things. Everybody shush for a second. Shush. Sunday, we have another tournament. It's the Champions of St. Eldrin tournament. It's where people are going to bring builds made by one guy who has some hot takes on the meta. But do not despair, my friends, because we have some fun community events coming your way. What is coming up in the next week? This. We have Dodgeball between John FB, Lenorm, Blood Penguin, and then Strat Game, Cool Umbrella, and Black Knight. Dodgeball is like, if John FB fights Strat Game, let's say John FB wins, and then all of his teammates lose, John FB can still fight Cool Umbrella, Black Knight, Cool Umbrella again, Strat Game, and Black Knight. And if he beats all of them, his team can win. So that's going to be cool. I have all the replays for that. We've been playing it over like the last 3 weeks, I think, because people got busy and time zones were tough. But I have that ready to cast next week when there isn't a tournament going on, and I can do that. And we also have the Faction Face-Off has returned. It's everybody's favorite format. So if you've not seen the Faction Face-Off, we take thematic teams that would fight together and have them face other thematic teams that would fight together. Last time, the Hordes of Chaos did defeat the Mortal Raiders of Greenskins, Dark Elves, Norska, things like that. So now the Chaos and Demon Warriors are coming out of the Wastes, and they are met with a horde of undead! So the Vampire Coast, Cetra the Imperishable of the Tomb Kings, and some Vampire Counts have grouped up under the leadership of Nagash to try and stop the end of the world. Will they succeed? It is also that dodgeball format I really do enjoy. So both teams keep fighting until only one team has members who have not been defeated in battle. If you don't recognize some of their names, for fun, we did say if you take a generic lord, you have to give them a name. Like the Herald of Corn's name is Harry, and the Exalted Keeper of Secrets is Henrietta. Also, the Longshanks picked the Red Duke, but he just wanted to call him the Crimson Disco. So, it's a good time. I have most of the replays for that one, so that stream will also probably be next week at some point. So we have some great content coming up on the channel. If you are not subscribed, why? Why aren't you? Figure it out. This is the best channel that's ever existed. Like, seriously. Name one thing we don't do. Okay, we don't do your taxes. Name 2 things we don't do. We don't customize cars. Name 3 things we don't do. We also don't cure people's blindness. Also, you know what? Fuck you. What we do is enough. I don't have to compete with you people. You know, I'm just shutting it down. I'm just never going to stream again. I hate all of you guys. You'll suck. All of you are terrible people. Hey, thanks, Joe Turk. That's a very nice thing for you to say while I'm busy in the middle of a bit pretending that everybody sucks. All right. Later, everybody. Hope you have a good one. Have a good Friday night. I am not streaming tomorrow, I don't think. I'm going to be working on some videos and stuff, and then it's Grace's mom's birthday, so we're going out to dinner. And Sunday we'll be back with another stream. All right? All right, everybody? Goodbye. Goodbye forever.